Okay, hi class. Welcome to the home stretch. We are very close to being done here, and there's unfortunately a lot of work to do before we are done. But we're really coming into the end here, and this is our last module opening up. It's for the final 2 weeks of the semester, and as you can see, it's really all about your research paper. We are finishing the book this week. And most importantly, you are getting started on your research paper, which consists of a couple of, first of all, as usual, you want to, if you haven't looked at that prompt yet, you want to look at that right away. It's at the bottom of the module. And there are also a couple of assignments along the way, and you want to look at these ahead of time. Don't wait until the last minute, especially for the annotated bibliography, which is really going to take you some time. That's due later in the week, but you want to get started on that early in the week. We're also finishing the book. There's another reading quiz, very similar to the last one. And then in week 6, we have the rough draft for the research paper. And then the final draft of the research paper is due on Wednesday of the last week. Okay? Um, the other important thing to say, which I sort of mentioned or wrote about a little bit last week, is that we're start using research groups for this paper. And what that means is that a lot of these process assignments, the pitch, the annotated bibliography, and the rough draft, you will be posting to one group that's going to stay constant throughout the next 2 weeks. I've assigned you to a group, and what you'll see is when you click on, for example, the pitch assignment, you'll have the description there. But in that discussion area, the only people that are going to see your work are the people in your group, your research group. And so the reason we're doing that is so that you can really focus in depth and be a peer reviewer for 2 or 3 other people, and really get to know their project and see it develop as it develops. And you can get that feedback too. And that way, I hope that you can really go in depth with each other in the quality of the feedback you give each other and get to know each other a little bit as well. If you have any concerns or questions about that, let me know. And if there are any technical difficulties, let me know. I'm really excited. This is a project that I've done with this class before, and it usually produces really interesting work. And it's a chance for you to explore the social movements out there that interest you. And it's really it's up to you to figure out what that is. Um, so I really look forward to seeing what you come up with. And if you want to ask me any questions at any time, just shoot me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All right. Have a good week and good luck. See ya.